Hey there, true crime friends. Okay, we are finally down to the last of it. Today was closing arguments, but more importantly, jury instructions. And normally, we know what jury instructions are. The judge says whatever, and then the case goes to the jury, and then we wait, and we hope that our side wins. I mean, we hope that justice prevails. But in this particular case, jury instructions are very, very important because I want to know exactly what the law says so I can see exactly how they're going to find Travis innocent. I think they're going to find him innocent, but we're just going to have to wait and see. So according to the law, here's the thing. I will summarize like I am wont to do. Basically, if he had sudden passion or something big happened, then he could go shoot up these boys and it was fine. But if he was just thinking when can I shoot them? How can I shoot them? Is it a good idea to shoot them? Then that's bad and that's murder. But we all know, if you've been following this case, this boy was at his house, laying in his bed, shirt off, minding his business, thinking about his big booty girlfriend. Does her booty have lumps? Does it not have lumps? Compared to Kyla's natural booty, is her Brazilian booty better? Is it worse? Well, we all know Kyla's natural booty is better. And that is why this whole mess started, because Travis went and opened his mouth and told this girl the truth. Oh, yes, he told Miss Dominique, girl, your new Brazilian booty ain't trash. I mean, ain't nothing, ain't ish. It's terrible. And Kyla, that other girl I've been giving it to, her natural booty is amazing. It is a thing of beauty. And she lost her mind. And she said, and I quote, "He's a dead man walking." Talking about her ex-boyfriend. Was he her boyfriend? Because please let us remember and never forget, she had a husband. Oh, the prosecution made all this yammer about he cheated on her. She had a whole ass husband over at the house. How we cheating when you got a husband and I'm single, not legally obligated to anybody? This chick was out here gold digging all the gold she could find. Got herself a nice big booty so that she could dig the extra gold. But you know what she didn't have? That man. He was tired of her. He was tired of her drama, and he let her go, and she could not take her L like a woman, and she went and lost it. And her words are, Travis Rudolph is a dead man walking. Nobody made that up. Oh, we saw it in her text messages that she then erased and then was like, oh yeah, Officer Friendly, I might have erased that. Why she is not being charged with anything? I don't know. She basically put a hit out on this man. He defended himself and he defended his family. And now the police arrest him. Oh, no, you don't. Not today, but I don't know how they do down there in West Palm Beach. Maybe he will go home. And free Travis Rudolph. I think Travis needs to go home, but will he go home? Unclear. So the judge explained it to us. If there was sudden passion, then there was no crime here. And as far as I'm concerned, there was no crime here. But then this trifling ass district attorney got up here and she was like, let me explain to you what happened. And then she had a real nice creative writing project. Oh, she told a beautiful, fascinating story. And I was like, wow, if this was English 205, that would get a B+. Problem is, this is real life. This is Palm Beach County, and you standing up in front of God and all the world telling all these lies that we know are lies because we saw the evidence. We saw everything you put up there, and you proved, ma'am, that you are a liar. Dogs, I'm not playing with you today. I got to tell the people about the court case. You know how these dogs do. Anyway, so she got up there and did a B+ writing assignment in F in telling the truth. So she told her side of the story, chock full of lies, and she was like, that no account detective, she worked very hard. Ma'am, we saw that detective's handiwork. When the defense attorney was like, well, you can check a gun's registration. She's like, no, you can't. I don't think you, no, I don't, that's not how guns work. Okay. Is this kindergarten for detectives? Clearly, there must be a remedial detective situation going on because she was very much a remedial detective. Can you be a special ed detective? She should go get some kittens out of some trees or something like that because trying to solve a murder, that is not her gift. That is not her ministry. She need to go back and write a parking ticket. But then, listen, after that district attorney, miss, I don't even know what her name is, she had me using all my best cuss words in my head because I was at work and I am a lady. I had to comport myself like I had some common sense. Now, let us be abundantly clear. Was I sitting in meetings with one headphone in, listening to closing arguments? Yes. Yes, I was. Shh, don't tell my boss. That's a secret just between me and you. But I spent most of the day with my little headphone in and then pausing and excusing myself to the ladies' room because I had to know everything that was happening in this case. And so I was like, okay, she got up there and lied out of both sides of her mouth and did this creative writing and told all of this foolishness that made no sense at all. And she said, you saw these boys get on the stand, ma'am. They were men. They were men that showed up to Travis Rudolph's house with guns, ready to kill him. And they were like, yeah, Dominique told them to shoot his shit up, but what shit got shot up? The only thing that went wrong in their plans is they are the ones that got shot up. They asked for drama and they can't be mad when drama got delivered. And what did Travis do? Oh, he delivered the drama. Normally, Dominique is the one delivering the drama. Mr. Estes, the nice neighbor from across the street, Mr. Estes was even saying like, man, you need to break up with that girl. She's not worth it. But you know how these dudes are. As his lawyer said, he was thinking with the wrong head. And we already know that Miss Dominique, she had to have that feral kitty. She swallows on demand. She does backflips. Oh, she does I bet you she even does butt stuff with a new booty. You ain't heard that from me, though. So anyway, the lawyer got up there and he was like, listen, I don't know what this lady is talking about. Y'all saw the evidence. Detective Vanderland, she ain't do nothing. Detective Vanderland, she ain't know nothing. And he was like, listen, this man, sudden passion, they're talking about, oh, this wasn't sudden passion. What is sudden passion? At midnight, 4 dudes, 3 of whom you do not know, show up at your door with guns. Someone, come outside, come outside. He stepped outside and they said they were there to talk. He stepped outside and one of them sucker punched him in the side of the head. And then they pulled guns on him. And you know what we found out today that I had missed before? There were no bullets in their guns. Oh, so y'all Billy badasses gonna get your guns and you gonna show up and scare him or whatever. But you know what? When you pull a gun on somebody, they don't know if there's bullets in that gun or not. All they know is like, oh, my life is in danger, so let me pick up my gun. Gentlemen, you requested to be filled full of lead. You know when you asked, when you showed up at his door at midnight, when you came up causing all that drama at his mama's house. We talked yesterday about the rules related to mothers and parental homes in general. You can't roll up at nobody's mama's house at midnight. Number 1, that's just bad manners. Number 2, with guns, yelling and fighting. And she lived in a nice neighborhood. She was over there in Palm Beach. She was like, I have lived in this house for 27 years. Listen, she's a proud homeowner. She's still grieving the loss of her husband. And these hooligans show up at her house, threatening to end the lives of her son. They didn't have no choice. That's sudden passion if I ever saw sudden passion. And here come the district attorney. If somebody is assaulting your 4-year-old, that's sudden passion. If you see somebody having a intimate relationship with your partner, that's sudden passion. You know what else is sudden passion? Fear for the life of your brother on the heels of the tragic death of your father. My only regret about this trial is that Travis didn't fire more than 39 shots. Yes, Sebastian caught 10 shots. 10. One severed his spinal cord, went through his liver, shot him in his neck. Honestly, I admire Travis's restraint. Because if it was me, I'm not saying... all I'm saying to you is they all should have had a little lead. They went over there looking for some lead. They should have got some lead. Those 2 that didn't get shot, they should consider themselves lucky. And they were like, oh, Tyler has a back pain that he's going to have to live with for the rest of his life. You know what else he's going to have to live with for the rest of his life? The idea that he caused the murder of his best friend. Oh, that's your brother? That's your best friend? You such good friends that you went on over there and got him killed. And what about Hack? Where is Hack? We know that Hackshaw was given the address to this location, and then Mama Linda said she saw 5 dudes outside. Might one of those people have been Hack? Might we know if Emily Vanderland had done an investigation? If she had done any investigation at all? 17 minutes. She investigated this crime for 17 minutes. A murder. 17 minutes. Okay. The rest of the information she got came from the victims of the crime. And by the victims, I mean the Rudolph family. So the Rudolphs was like, okay, yeah, take our video recorder, take all of our stuff. Here you go. And she downloaded it, but she didn't get the... Holly! She didn't get the 911 call, the 911 recording for 2 years. She lost most of the information. Maybe she should work in the lost and found. She's qualified to do that. She could work in the car lot. I can't think of much else. Maybe she could answer the phones, but I'm not even entirely certain she's qualified to do that. these people, listen, the bottom line is we are on verdict watch. Now, the jury has not started deliberating yet. Not quite yet. They voted because the last of the closing arguments ended right around 5 o'clock, and the judge was like, I'm going to give it to you. Do y'all want to go home and have a good night's sleep and then deliberate? Or do you want to start deliberating tonight? And they were like, let's go home and have a good night's sleep and start deliberating in the morning. They are back at 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm willing to bet lunchtime. I'll bet you they have a verdict by lunchtime. Now, listen, I'm not in charge of the judicial system. I do not live in Palm Beach, Florida, but I did get some inside information. The jury is made up of half men, half women. I think it was like 5 to 7 or 6 to 7, something like that. It's a very close mix of men and women, and everyone appears to be white. Now, what they actually, look, I got some relatives that appear to be white, and they are very, very black. But this is Palm Beach. It's one of the richest counties in America. So we don't know. It might be some of our Caucasian friends. Hey, beige friends, how y'all doing? Bottom line is, I don't care what these people's race are. I hope they are sensible people. I hope they watched and listened to this trial, and I hope that they see the lying sack of sugar that the prosecution is, and how these people, the state of Florida, never should have brought this case. Oh, and the district attorney was trying to get all like, oh, I'm a homegirl now. I'm going to say it like we say it in Florida. Ma'am, what you need to say is, I'm very sorry for bringing these charges, and sit your big old behind down in that seat. But ultimately, Dominique's lumpy booty was not avenged. She might need to take that up with her surgeon or somebody else. But she got called out. We all see who she is. She is no longer able to dig gold, and this dude is dead. But listen, he ran into them bullets as far as I'm concerned. So, bye. And one final thought, friend, last but certainly not least, one of our dear beloved community members, Carrie Allen, had a loss in her family this week. Drop some hearts down in the comments for our girl, Carrie Allen, and send her a good thought. Keep her in your thoughts and in your prayers. Carrie, we're thinking about you, girl, and hoping for a better day for you and your family. All right, until tomorrow, y'all. Bye.